Hello, I'm Emmy from Take a Doodle Do, and today we are finally back with our Uppspel tables. I'm so sorry that we used a lot of time before making this video, but at least we are doing it now, and we've been using the tables for over 2 years, meaning that we know a thing or two about them now. In this video, we are going to start by looking into how we use the tables. Then we're going to have a look at the durability of the tables, some issues that we've had with the tables, and also wobbliness. And at the end, we will, of course, try to tell you whether we think it was worth purchasing the tables or not. Just a small disclaimer, the air condition does not work. It's super hot in here, so I am probably going to be very glistening towards the end of this video, so sorry in advance. So this is my setup, and if you did watch our now super old video where we assembled these tables, you may recall that we had 2 large versions of the tables. But however, just a couple of days later we figured out that no, we want to have one smaller and one larger because of the limited space that we have here. However, the change was very easy. We just went to Ikea, purchased the smaller version of the tabletop, and then we removed the big tabletop, adjusted the frame to fit the smaller one, because they use the same frames, and then just mounted the smaller tabletop. And there we go. So that was really easy. Other than that, I have one screen, just mouse, keyboard, stereo, and normally a lot of other crap that we have removed for the sake of this video. And as you can see, the computer that I use stands between the tables, because when we tried to have it there, it was just not enough leg room for sitting comfortably in a gaming chair near the table. So the computer is here, which is not optimal, because we had some incidents where we had water here which was spilled and then went directly into the computer. So if you can avoid having your computer like at the edge of the table, then please avoid it. Here you can see Andy's setup, which is better in regards to the computer, because here you have enough leg room and also place for the computer. It's a lot more room. So here the computer has a roof, and if you spill something, it doesn't go directly into the computer. Other than that, he likes having 2 screens, as you can see, and I do recommend having the larger tabletop if you do want more than 1 screen, because as you can see, I don't really think this would fit comfortably on my small table here. So regarding the durability of the tabletop, I use my table nearly every day because I work from home, I work on this table, and also we like to game, and we game at these tables. So it has seen a lot of use. As said, I've been using it for over 2 years. Also, I have spilled some drinks on it. I have these beautiful coasters that I made from just some Hama pearls, I think they're called. And the thing is, I put my water here and tea here, and when I spill water or tea, sometimes or most of the times I am a bit lazy and I don't really do anything about the spill if it's just a tiny spill. So the water gets stuck into these holes, meaning that the water stays here on the table. It stays wet for quite a while after I've spilled. So I'm sorry, table. However, if you have a look, you can't really see any damage at all. You see some dust, but no damage. I cannot feel any damage. So I would say that it's pretty water and tea proof. So when it comes to this part, which you sit or stand against when using the table and the durability of it, well, My positions when using this table are either standing like this or sitting like this. And as you can see, if you come very close, there's some paint that have chipped here. If you can see that one little speck, and also here. And we have a little bit of chipped paint here, and there, and that's about it, I think. It's, well, this might be just some dust. So not a lot of wear and tear on the tabletop. But if you come with me here, this is Andy's tabletop. You may be able to see this white stripe of paint missing, and also underneath here you can see, and I can also feel that the texture has become different. I don't know if you're able to see all of these scratches, but you can feel the texture. So I firmly believe that the durability of the part of the table that you sit against depends on how you sit against the table, basically. Let us just quickly show you how Andy sits with his table. So this is how Andy normally sits by his table. And I do understand the bottom white stripe because you do rub a little bit against the table, I think. But I don't understand the top stripe here. Can you explain it?
Well, it's quite understandable. It's because of my arm. I usually sit with my keyboard a bit tilted like this and my arm over here. So it's when I move it around and stuff, it's just because of my arm rubbing against the corner here.
So basically whether the paint chips off or not depends on how you use the table.
Yeah, and also some of the marks may be from the armrests here. When I have risen up from my chair and then it bunks against it sometimes.
I see.
Yeah.
Other than that, the tabletop seems very durable.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just a small mention. This is the type of tabletop which attracts dust. So if you hate dust, then you probably want to know this. Because I did remove the dust from the table before starting filming, but as you probably noticed in the clips, and also if you come closer, you can see that there's already dust. So if you hate dust, then maybe look into something with a different coating, I think. So when it comes to the issues that we have had with these tables, well, I have had issues with my table, Andy has not, but I think that's because I use my table quite a lot more than he does. So the first issue that I had was basically the table. When I adjusted the height of it, it sounded like a train with this metallic clicking noises, which did seem a bit weird. However, I was a little bit on the lazy side and I did not contact Ikea support, which I did mean to, but I sort of forgot. And also the table forgot to do the clicking sound. So the issue basically just solved itself. So that was very nice. The second issue I had was not long ago, where when I tried to adjust my table, it blew a fuse. And then I got the ASR error, which was here on the little screen that you can't see at the moment. But if I do adjust the table, you can see some numbers here. So instead of numbers, we had ASR. But the issue was very easy to solve. I did make a very quick video about it in the moment. So I will link it down below in the description if you do want to have a look. But super easy issue. Other than that, they have worked very nicely. Now, when it comes to wobbliness, I don't think that the age of the table has made it more wobbly, or at least it has progressed in such a slow manner that I didn't notice it. But yeah, if you have a look here, I can try to demonstrate whether it wobbles when I use the table normally. However, I don't really think that we'll be able to capture it on video. But okay, if I go to the table, slam, see a little bit of wobble. And then if I use the mouse, not really any wobbling. If you do focus on the edge of the screen, you may see that it moves just a little bit, but I haven't really noticed it at all when using the computer. Also, if I write something, you can see that it may wobble a tiny bit, but when you do, again, have something on your screen, your focus isn't really on the edge here, and you don't really notice the wobbliness, I believe. However, we have our wobbly expert here, Andy. Maybe you can try to wobble the tables a little bit. So here we have our wobble master in action.
So when I do this, it might seem dramatic, but I'm actually putting on a lot of weight on the table when I do this. So this isn't so bad actually. Yeah, it's all the way up now. And like, if you're shaking the table this much, then you should probably take a break from the computer. So yeah, this is not bad at all. Not compared to other standing desks that I've tried before.
How about your table, which is the larger one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's be a bit British.
Yeah, so my desk does have a lot of a bit more weight than yours, so I think it may feel a little bit more wobbly. I think that may have something to do with that it is wider. The frame itself, when we shorten it, the metal plates actually overlap a bit, so I think that makes it a little bit stronger when it is on the smaller desk. So I think that may have something to do with it, but I don't see it. Can you see the shape when I do this?
Yes, I am able to see it.
Yeah.
Especially on your the screen that's on top there.
Yeah.
The highest one.
So I think it's when I do like this, it's quite the same, but I also noticed that it has some side movement. But that can be because I haven't tightened the screws since, well, I assembled this desk, so maybe we should do a tightening afterwards. But not bad at all.
So in conclusion, we are both very happy with these tables. We have used them a lot. We will continue using them. Yeah, we do believe that they were worth our money. We do not regret our purchase at all. But as you can see, the choice whether you should have the larger one or the smaller one depends on both the space that you have and also whether you are very sensitive to wobbliness, because as you saw from Andy's pro wobbling, the larger one did wobble a bit more. If you do have any more questions regarding these tables, maybe we didn't explain something good enough, or maybe you have a question that we didn't bring up at all, then please do send it in the comments, because we are planning on making a Q&A video. Also, if you do want a simple instruction video regarding how you set the presets, then also please just comment and ask for it, and then we'll make it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and also thank you for your patience, because you have waited over 2 years for it. We do appreciate you a lot, and please, if you're not subscribed, do consider subscribing to become a part of our techie family. I think that's about it for this video. Have a good one! Frustration!